We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now Jones. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 36 yards. And the Giants are on the board here first in the season opener. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, Love. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Gosh, he winds up getting 8 there. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, Britt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Flush to his right, and the ball comes out. Love lost it, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left to the upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A give. This is Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. On 3rd down, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Jones throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Kadarius Toney, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
First down, Love to pass. Britt's got it complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On the move to his left. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab.
And the Giants are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Love now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12.
Throwing. Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Here's Love. Sliding out of the pocket. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. John Johnson with the INT. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They hand this off to Harris. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. A beautiful fake. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Jones. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Nick Chubb from 17 yards out. And the Giants add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And they open the lead up now to 25. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Here we go. Watch the pass.
To throw now. Here's Love. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
69 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Now Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Nick Chubb, already his 2nd second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Giants are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead.
Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Love looking to throw it. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Julian Love picks it. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Chubb will have the first down and much more as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Chubb. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The Giants on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
2
again.
more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
And Gano's kick is right through.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Glove. That caught by Tremble. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about it.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Working out of the gun. Love. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They toss it left side to Chubb. Oh, look at the juke. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
134 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of